Hello, ohayo gozaimashita. Let's get this started. The Cosmic Wheel of Sisterhood. We ended off of... I think we're about to run the campaign is what we were doing. Let's see, we don't have enough on the Cosmic Wheel. Check for something else. Okay, we're good. So, I was pretty clueless on what I had to do here. But let's see. Okay, very good. So every time I click on something else, like on a Windows, this entire oops. Oh no. So every time I click on something else, actually, the entire game closes. So that's inconvenient. But anyway, everything looks like it's displayed that I want on Twitch. There's nobody at my window. Okay, our plan of attack. So we need to get Dahlia as our candidate. We'll come in. Explorers, obviously all the warriors are on her side. Novices, it's equal. Producers are from Jasmine. Explorers is pretty equal. Academia and Oracle. I'd like for you to... take some time. I'll see what I can find, and later we can decide if it's okay to use it in the debate. Oh, they disappear like that? I'd like you to... harvest energy. You say? I'll bring you a lot. Okay. So, there we go. While they're doing that, somebody is at our door. Hello. What do we got here? Capressa, historian. I would like to formally introduce myself before the race. There are some topics I am interested in discussing with you regarding the nature of the political shift our coven is about to experience. Butterflies? Hello, I am Capressa. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Welcome, I am Fortuna. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me. I wanted to introduce myself formally before the Ring of Honor. The race becomes hectic. Why me? I'm not the one running. Oh, I know, but you're one of the major players in this election. A driving force, as Adena would put it. Adena often confided in me. I wonder, is there tick speed? Oh, it is that fast. Okay. The fear you inspired her was one of her greatest weaknesses. Oh wow, I didn't know how to feel about that. That makes two of us. That's the main reason I decided to pay you a visit. To keep me in check. To form my own judgment. I'm nice, I promise. Don't sell yourself short. I can sense it. You're not just nice. You're also powerful and intelligent. Maybe Adena wasn't scared as much as threatened. You certainly carry the presence of those who know fate in their hands. Knowing this, I must ask you and your team to retire from the race. Do reason. You are too close to your human side to properly govern a cosmic coven. That's what made her such a great leader. She had a direct channel of communication with the gods, and was far detached from her human origins. On the other hand, you, Dahlia, and Jasmine, You have an unaccountable number of human flaws. Fear, pride, envy, greed, even when you consider virtues such as ambition or mercy. Or even the most basic... Why isn't stream elements kicking in? Oh well. Hold on a second. Okay. Even the most basic things such as need for comfort and enjoyment cloud your judgment. Flaws, flaws, flaws. And how are you better than us? Have you ever stopped to study flora? Most witches are too fauna-centric. Oh, fauna. To see other forms of coexistence. As a tree, my entelechy is that growth and community. I lack individuality. I'm just part of a forest. We the plants grow and expand and nurture all around us. The majority of us don't need to feed on other living beings to prosper. That basically fact alters our whole perception of reality. Human existence is built on top of sacrifice that you are immune to innumerable forms of brutality. You are devourers of worlds, and we plants are their healers. I'm going to take care of you no matter how you treat me. Let me ask you a question. What's the most important quality in a leader? Integrity. Oh, I know what you mean. But in all the millennia I've been around, I found it to be quite an idealistic concept. What is integrity? Is it to have strong moral values? But how are those values defined to begin with? Does integrity respond to values of the community or those of the individual? What happens when those value conflict with someone else's? I've seen integrity redefined over and over again, both inside and outside the coven. There is one other quality that's always immutable and true enough: selflessness. That's the most important trait in a leader, to put the group's needs before your own. And even if you invented the word, humans aren't capable of it. All those emotions we talked about before, they're what makes it impossible. Satisfaction, respect, honor, friendship, the list is endless. Humans are capable of selfless actions, but not of selfless existence. Are you implying that humans should never leave? When avoidable, yes. On Earth, they don't have much choice. If all sentient life being underdeveloped besides them. But here, we have gods, we have deer folk, you have me. What if I don't want to be ruled? What if I don't agree with allegedly superior beings have devised for me? I want to create a world closer to my vision. Isn't that egoistical? Is best subjective? How naive. Wishing to be right doesn't make it so. Probably. I'm afraid that in the end it boils down to what each of us wants. You may be right about that. Listen, Capressa. What's the matter? I know you're in love with Adena. That is nonsense. Doesn't that conflict with the selflessness you were talking about? It sounds like a liability for the kind of leadership you're proposing. I'm just aware of how big of a loss it is for our coven that Adena died. Maybe you are mistaking that for love. No, you love her, romantically. She gave me her eyes. I can see through you. Oh wow, that's why your program includes keeping her corpse intact. What? Naruto, please don't say anything. Woo! I'm trying to purge this emotion from myself, but I still haven't worked out how to. This has nothing to do with the race. Please keep it between us. No way. Our sisters must be aware of this. Do as you must. I guess it would be hypocritical for me to hide my feelings. My priority is the coven. It'd be selfish for me to keep this from others. I think it's time for me to leave now. Would you do that for an opponent? I have too many positives. Think twice before speaking, sister. I know, I'm sorry. Thank you for receiving me in your home. Good luck. Good luck to you too. Dahlia's back. I have lots of fire to spare. Daggersmith Witch. The white sands of the Binyan are cursed. Earth sediments wake up to transform into bone demons. Dahlia hunts them and uses their bodies and innards to craft ceremonial knives. One of the largest known stars, the Forbidden Behemoth, was once imprisoned at the core of this red hypergiant. A city of blacksmiths built inside the skeleton of a titanic behemoth. The bone marrow of the fallen beast burns for eons, so their forge burns light. I don't have enough energy for almost anything here. Boom! I guess that's alright. demographic novices, the freshly ascended witches in training that still haven't found their calling. Though bear in mind how time works in the immortal society. Some novices find their place in the first few years, but others may take decades. You don't need the approval of anyone to stop being a novice and join the ranks of the producers, academics, or explorers. On the other hand, warriors require tests first, and to become an oracle, as you're well aware, another oracle needs to dream about it. Strategy guide. The novices are usually pushed around by the rest of the witches, so they welcome any initiative that increases their rights and opportunities. Academics. Witches so absorbed with the mysteries of this cosmos that they rarely do anything beyond studying it. They are one of the most, if not the most prestigious demographics, since they're constantly furthering our craft and talents. Although you don't necessarily need to be old and wise, academics are the oldest demographic on average. You can count them as the biggest elder representation in the race. In fact, Capressa is one of them, so she may have a slight advantage in this front. Strategy guide. Academics like quiet, control, respect, protocol. They're pretty well off, so they'll welcome anything that maintains the status quo. We'll do that again. Demographic. Producers. These witches have a penchant for milking the cosmos. Be it gardening, mining, sewing, or distilling dark matter, you name it. They pride themselves on providing. Without them, we'd lose many comforts, to be honest. Producers and academics have almost a symbiotic relationship. Producers fund academics' endless research, and in exchange, they lead the latest techniques for furthering the exploitation of this universe. Jasmine is one of them, so she'll have the upper hand with this demographic. Strategy guide. Producers have historically felt underappreciated and overworked to cater to them. Increase their quality of life and relevance. What to do? Warriors, hunters, guardians, and soldiers specialized in all kinds of combats and cosmic warfare. They keep us safe, provide rare materials from daemons and other dangerous beings, and they also craft weapons. It's the hardest group to belong to, as it's a very demanding occupation. We barely count a dozen in our coven. Dahlia is one of them. I'm sure she'll have their undying support no matter what. Strategy guide. Warriors are extremely loyal, so unless something exceptional happens, they're going to be on Dahlia's side. Explorers. These witches continue to chart this cosmos. Explorers scout new locations, discover new sources of energies and materials, and keep us informed of the latest events around every galaxy. They're usually too busy to mess with politics, so anything goes for them as long as it doesn't hinder their endeavors. Strategy guide. They're pretty easy. Throw them a bone here and there and they'll support us, although the same goes for other parties too. Oracles. I shouldn't have to tell you about oracles since they're your lot. They also happen to be the most reclusive of all witches, so you're not really a community per se. Oracles are the least abundant faction in our coven. Since one can't choose to be an oracle, the only way in is for the cosmos to choose for you to become one. Oracles, with their premonitions and hunches, usually play a supportive role, counseling any witch who's at crossroads. In reality, what are you in the Sisterhood's therapist? Strategy guide. This demographic is unpredictable. I don't know if it's worth investing time in catering to. Although if you do, I bet you would sway them easily just out of sympathy. Oh, nice. Can I make any cards is the question. I've got a lot of everything to spare except for air. So which one did I pick? I really should remember that. Quicksand Graveyard. Pennington one. Alone. What to do, what to do. One thing I know for sure is that I need more air. Maybe I shouldn't make a car just yet. I can't think of anything. There's always been a legend among butchers in the islands of the Terra Nova. Cows with crimson fur already a rarity, but finding the piece of meat is even rarer, and requires a high level of skill to extract it undamaged. As the myth goes, whoever eats this delicacy will be blessed with unwavering health and good fortune. Not once in your 70 years as a butcher have you ever come across a crimson cow until today. Isn't that in Minecraft? A farmer friend of yours brought it before dawn, a very young calf, just a few weeks old. He doesn't want to have anything to do with crimson cows, since he believes they bring bad fortune. You're not sure if he's unaware of the legend, or if he's really bad. Experience. Hey, Case. There she is. For the life of you, this animal is too unique to be turned into meat. You spare her life and adopt her as your life companion. Name her Rhapsody. I think we've read this before. She brings you health and happiness by means of company, not sustenance. She is gentle, loving, and patient. She listens to all your tales and reacts with a moo in just the right places. 4 years go by. Rhapsody grows big and soft. You prepared a bucket of her favorite herbs to celebrate her 4th birthday. Using an expensive black coat. Oh yeah, we've read this before. I'm happy to find it in good health. Purchase your cow. The chauffeur opens a briefcase in front of you. 1 million. Refuse. You refuse. Rhapsody's just too precious. Twists her nose. I'm willing to pay up to 5 million. Refuse again. No. Rhapsody is not for sale. Determined and decides to give up. You pack up graciously and leave forever. You live until you're 100 years old, not finding yourself bedridden a single time. Oh, you and Rhapsody die together, peacefully cuddled in her stable. Aw, you tell her goodbye, and she moves at the right time. Novices, we have some producers are with Jasmine, warriors are obviously with Dahlia, explorers are also with Dahlia, academics, that makes sense, that also makes sense. We need to keep it up. Oh, we need more air. Have enough. Nothing I can think of, at least. You work at a gas station cleaning the windshields of the customer. You spot a little white dog inside the van. While you're working on it, you bark at the animal and the dog, scared, jumps out of the window and escapes. The customer blames on you and fired. Oh. How unfortunate. I did some digging. I found something a bit worrying about our friend Jasmine, presumably with the best intentions, but still quite unethically in my opinion. Jasmine has been adding some performance enhancers to her mixtures, trying to make Adena happy and life easier for her sisters. She's been spiking the dried leaves and other infusions she provides the coven with. It was all with purpose of helping everyone meet their quarterly controls, but still to do so covertly. Apparently, some witches discovered that their mixtures were altered, but Jasmine apologized and asked them to keep it hushed up, promising she wouldn't do it again. If we were to reveal this in a debate, I'm sure it'll cause quite the damage, but it may damage your friendship too. In any case, here's info. It doesn't hurt to know more about our rivals. Is this an arbiter? Is it okay to visit? Oh. Well, they have a familiar now. I need to bring up the date regarding an active conflict that may affect the current elections. Let me know what's a good time to visit. Let's see. What do we need? Novices, producers. Well, we have the warriors. That makes sense. Oracles. We need to get the producers on our side. Back in a few seconds. Okay, what do you got for me? Hello again, Fortuna. Thank you so much for coming. It's about an active conflict. Should we be worried about? Well, there's an internal war going on with the Jade Sculptors. The conflict escalated quicker than we anticipated, and there may have been many witch casualties in a matter of weeks. So the Arbitrage office had to intervene to minimize casualties. Above all, keep it contained and make sure no other coven takes part in the conflict. Naruto, this must be the war you foretold, Fortuna. Thanks to your card reading, my superiors were extra vigilant and managed to mediate time to avoid greater disaster. They want you to know they value your contribution. Oh, okay, good karma. This is why I'm coming to you with this first. There is someone I would like to send your way. Your counsel has been very valuable to me, and by extension, the Arbitrage office. Maybe you will be able to do the same for a group of refugees that had to leave the Jade Sculptures to save their skin. We need to bring some order into the chaos. Very well. I'll talk with my team and see what we can do. The refugees, depending on how you handle it, it may be an opportunity. Not exactly. We have an objective. That's to preserve peace within witch society. Our policy is to avoid meddling in internal conflicts unless they become a threat to the rest of the community, like in this case. When everybody keeps saying that. We do whatever it's best to keep the turmoil in check. And in case we thought that your newfound party is best suited to... Naruto. They will tell Zyra, the representative of the refugees, to make contact with you. Can't promise anything. You meet with her, no strings attached, and decide if there's something that in your party that can do to help. That I can do. Very well, that'll be all. Something to confess? Huh? No way. Protocol, protocol. But I do have something to confess. Not to the Arbitrage office, but to you. We'll keep this out of the book. Your prediction came true. I've fallen in love. That's fantastic! Ah! Yay! That's fantastic. But what about relationships being forbidden in the office? Well, we're keeping it secret. She's another Arbiter, and make sure we're assigned to the same missions. I mean, I've spent centuries diligently serving the Arbiters. This forbidden adventure is making me feel so alive, and I love her so. I'm giving myself a pat on the back. I'm so happy for you. Glad to see you're enjoying the forbiddenness of it all. Yeah, meanwhile, what a waste of immortality if you don't bend the rules, am I right? I guess so. You bet. Anyway, if you don't hear from me again, it's because we've been caught and eloped. We have an emergency plan ready for the occasion. Looks like you're looking forward to it, even. Maybe. Well, I wish you happiness one way or another. Thank you. Take care, Fortuna, and thank you for everything. You too. Damn, I'm good. For now. Hello, Dahlia. Hey, I hooked you up with someone that could help us. I'd rather have you handle strategy. She'll come here, I trust you. Her name is Curiel, the Sensorial Witch. She can affect the perceptions and sensations of sentient beings, conjure hallucinations, induce synesthesia, or even grant extra sense humans don't have. She seems to be a bit anxious about the current climate in the Coven. I'm not sure what'll come out of this meeting, but I sent her your way anyway. Sorry, Jasmine. Person. I see you chose the wrong side in the end. Good day to you too. It's not just a matter of what to do with Adena's corpse. Dalek is absurdly naive. I totally misread your judgment. Well, I'm sorry you're not a fan of our plan. But it's the Coven that will decide what kind of community they want to live in. I'm going to do everything in my power to stop you. Whoa, coming on strong. You came all this way just to declare war? Yes. Super. To begin with, you can forget about getting any votes from the academics, and then I'll start working on the other factions. You know, beloved, a parting present. She gave me one of her eyes to peek beyond the fabric of reality. That's how I learned your Fate Master's disc is rigged, and that you are collecting information from every witch in a pinch without their knowledge or consent. I'm sure it'd be a problem for your holistic research if this information became widespread. What do you want? Oh, I want absolutely nothing. You just need to do nothing, and your secret will be safe. Very well, but I'm still voting for Jasmine. Completely understandable. You can leave now. See you in Congress. Knowledge is power, as they say. Apparently, she's been funding a group of academics to research what it really entail for our powers if we all had devoured Adena. And wow, I mean, if I wasn't on your team, I'd probably vote for her now. But we mustn't give up. Let's start the counterattack. Oh shh. This is bad. I am not good at this. Okay, look at you. Whoa. Hello! Hey, welcome back. How are you doing? Living my best witch life, yeah? You bet. As you predicted, or maybe inspired by your prediction, I got super into growing magical peppers. Witch gardening is so much fun, especially if you can time skip and see a whole plant grow in a matter of minutes. Oh, some witches believe that time is super important ingredient when growing stuff, and that a time skip hinders the qualities of the harvest. Oh yeah? I'll research more about that then. But still, the Lust Reapers are spreading fur amidst our coven as we speak. You got them this fast? Oh yeah, and they've worked wonders. Here, I brought you some. Wow, thank you. I'm not sure if I'll get to use them, but it's good to have some around, I guess. Even just by yourself, they make for the most mean, intense session, if you know what I mean. Ahem. Let's change the subject. How are you settling in? Well, I'm still trying to find my place. Magic, understanding the cosmos and all that, well, that's a thing. But I can't help feeling lonely. How so? I don't know. I don't feel like I belong in this coven yet. I'd like to be part of a project or something. I see. That's actually why I'm here. You just tell me frankly, if it'd be too much of a nuisance, but I'd like to join your party, please. I'll do anything, grabbing cosmic coffee or whatever equivalent in this case. I just want to help in any way I can. Oh, that's so nice of you. Of course, we'd be thrilled to have you. Yes! Thank you so much for this opportunity, Fortuna. You won't regret it. I'm gonna do my best, then some. That's a good attitude. You're already in our headquarters, so find a comfortable spot and I'll come with something for you to come up with. Understood. How goes it? Back from the battlefield, ready to report. I challenge the idea more power. Academia and definitely want the power. They were pissed off by our stance. Shh. On the other hand, novices and explorers are more fond of numbers and diversity. Wow, poor Capressa. I won't have to worry about her. I should have wrote this down. Get the academics. Good luck. Let's go. Oh, you look snazzy. Kuriel. Hi, welcome. This place is so cool. Thanks. Arigatou gozaimashita. I wouldn't mind being imprisoned here. Oh, I'm sorry. Right off the bat, my big mouth ruining everything. It's alright. It's my personal curse, always making things awkward. Really, don't worry about it. I'm awkward in my own way. Me too! But let me tell you, you wouldn't like spending 200 years here. I'm so sick of these walls. Oh, I know. Let me make up for it. Oh! Cool! Better? Where did everything go? Don't worry, everything's still in place. I just altered our senses. Whoa, I love this. I wish I could do this. It would have made exile so much more easier to bear. Funny you mentioned that, because I came to see you precisely to discuss my talents. What's the matter? Well, sensorial magic makes a great party trick, but beyond that I feel pretty useless. Yeah, but cool doesn't earn you much respect in this community, and I understand why. I mean, I can't affect reality in any way. After several centuries, I've come to terms with it, really, but from time to time, imposter syndrome kicks in. What? Is that a thing that witches can feel? Like, I mean, you're a witch, you're immortal, and you can fly outer space. There's no doubt you being a witch. Yeah, but you know what I mean. I'm one trick pony. And that trick isn't really going to have any impact on the cosmos, literally. Then why did you come here? I don't see it like that, but I can't possibly understand you're the one who's been struggling with this for centuries. No need to pity me though. I mean, I have a pretty good life, magical frustrations aside. Oh, not at all. From my perspective, your powers are incredible. Thank you. What about you? I'm pretty comfortable with them. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I mean, I was into divination even before I ascended. It's second nature to me. That's so cool. I wish I could feel so in sync with my talents. Actually, I came to see you about that. I've heard wonders about your new deck. I wanted to myself useful. I should warn you about the risks first. Oh, what risks? I'll be honest. Not exactly. I'm a writer. I determine fate through my cards. What does that mean? I can alter reality, both past and future. You will basically be granting me access to rewrite your existence. Oh, wow. That means I can totally help you find you a higher purpose for your sensorial arts. But you must be aware that it's not exactly divination. I'll pass then. Oh, it's too much. Thanks for warning me beforehand. Is, the Coven aware of your name? Oh, not yet. I'm still learning about them myself. Why? Nothing, just curious. Anyway, I should be leaving. I'm sure you must be really busy with the race. I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you in the end. Don't worry, it was really nice meeting you, and good luck with everything. I don't think she may have been any use. Worrying report. Capressa's been shamelessly parading Adena's corpse to gather support. It may be because they go back way too far, but for some reason the court complies with everything Compressa says. This is giving our system belief in keeping it a sort of mystic guide. We need to do something. I've been keeping tabs on Jerisha since she's been known to oppose our party, but after her meeting with you, she's withdrawn. Nice. What happened? I kinda blackmailed her into it. Come again? Are you nuts? If this gets out, we're going to be in deep trouble. It won't, I think. Whatever. Good job stopping Jinrisha, I guess. Yeah, this is bad. Alright. Oh. Thanks for having me. My name is Zyra. I am a jade sculptor. Welcome, Zyra. My name is Fortuna, a cartomancer. Cartomancer? What can I do for you? I lead a group of refugee witches. We are in desperate need of help. I'll help in any way I can. What do you need? I should first tell you about the nature of the conflict. And for you to properly comprehend what's going on, it's imperative that you learn about our culture, okay? Are you familiar with the traditions of the jade sculptors? I know that you jade sculptors are specialized in dialoguing with precious stones to ask them about their potential, and that you can carve any of them into magnificent tools. The most powerful stone being jade, right? Of course. Jade is the cornerstone of all your power, since you owe your might to the pact you sealed with the jade monks. Oh, you even know about the jade monks? Yes, they are the two largest known jade stones in the universe, each the size of a 5-story pagoda. They whispered their shapes to your founding members, and those witches carved them into what they are today. You worship them, and in exchange, they guard the souls of every member of your clan. If you bring the heart of Jade Witch back to the Jade Monks, they can be born again, but as a mortal retaining their memories, but not their powers. Those reborn must stay in your temple to serve the living witches of your coven. I am so honored and impressed by your vast knowledge. My heart is at ease with you fully comprehending the nature of our current conflict. I found a way to retaining powers and immortality when rebirthing at the Jade Monk Waterfalls. It's all thanks to a new stone carving method I devised, which consists of imbuing quicksilver into the veins of a raw jade, but our sisters considered this to be heresy. They claim that the purity of the jade must be preserved, but I suspect that they are mostly interested in not losing the influx of mortal servants. Some of us, minority, I must say, tried to defend the virtue of imbuing jade with metals. However, they declared us heretics and hunting us down. I see. Ugh, that sounds awful. That's why we need your help, and I'm aware of how risky it is to protect us at the moment. But hear me out. I came with a proposal that may benefit us both. Okay? I researched many covens to see who would best be suited to give us asylum, and yours is one of the most powerful. I also learned that your sisterhood works on the basis of invitation. If any sister vouches for another witch, they can become a rightful member of your coven immediately. And I happen to know you are in the middle of some elections too, and I'm losing! So, invite me and my 9 sisters to your coven, and we will all vote for your own. Wow, we also have some magic saved up, so as compensation for all your trouble, we can offer you 10 units of earth energy. I know that the Jade Sculptors don't have the capacity to mess with the coven as powerful as yours. Take us in, and we will all be safe. Please, I beg you, protect us. Very well, I accept. By the Jade Monks, is that true? Yes, I can't morally turn you away. Our coven will protect you. Thank you so much, you are saving our lives. We will support you with all our might, not only with our votes, but also our magic. Whatever we can do for you, we are forever indebted. I only did what was right. Please here accept our Jade Earth energy. Okay, so that's Earth. Thank you so much. How do we proceed now? Oh, that'll give me some peace. Yes, it'll be my pleasure then. My pleasure! So I'm going to draw a chord for each of them. Refugees and the pursuers. On the other hand, we have your pursuers, the 4 sisters that are after you, claiming that you are heretics. Please, Jade Monks, show mercy upon us. Focus on your training as a Jade Sculptor and on your desires as a witch while I shuffle my deck. That's not possible. Why not? The Jade Sculptors didn't exist before your ancestors carved the giant stones, right? The possibilities are endless as time for a mortal being such as you and me. You're right. I need to start focusing on what's ahead. Something well worth looking forward to. Thank you. Oh shit. Wow, that's a little. The Jade Sculptors will be deemed a danger to the Cosmic Society and will be stopped and dissolved by the Arbitrage Office. Serves them right. I could cry if I wasn't so utterly exhausted. The idea of being able to exist beyond the jade sculptors gives me some solace. Surviving them is not something I would have thought possible a few minutes ago. Thank you. Thank you for looking into our future. Was that good? Tell me if that was good. Somehow it's less bleak than I expected, even if I know there were still many hardships ahead. Thank you, really. For now, I'll focus on showing proper gratitude for you of taking us in. You are saving our lives in no more than one sense. I hope everything works out for you all in the end. Alright, Dahlia. Please give me good news. This is not good. I want to inspire younger sisters to fight harder for our future. I'm not talking about the novices, I'm aiming to rally the youngest among every demographic. The plan is to organize a demonstration to demand a more equitable... What do you say? Alright, I'll head on my way then. Good luck. This is not going in my favor.
20 cycles left.
Oh, naruhodo. Yuinia. I'm so happy to see you. Look at you, you've grown a lot. I sense earth energy flowing out from you. I was worried exiled would have consumed you. But you not only overcame this unfair punishment, you came out of its full power. I'm happy to see you too, Master. So, I guess after all these years, I must have 2 centuries worth of pent-up lecture coming my way, right? Come again? Why would you? It's terrible enough that you had to spend all this time in exile. I should be the one listening to you today. Aw, I'm eager to hear the insights of an oracle who survived 200 years of isolation. Oh, I wasn't ready for this. I totally thought you'd be ashamed or angry. In the beginning, maybe, but I'm not the same witch you knew hundreds of years ago. I guess none of those you knew actually exist anymore as you remembered them. That's a sad thought, but yeah, I feel a bit alien even amongst my closest friends. Losing you has changed us all. Being cut off from my dear pupils so abruptly, it made me question my identity and my purpose. Master, today I'm here to listen to you. Tell me about exile. It hasn't been easy, but I made it, and now it's just a blur in my memory. This trial pushed me to my limits, and I managed to grow past them. Now I feel ready to take on anything. I'm serious. I'm not going to say I'm thankful to Adena. I still hate her with all my guts, but I would never have reached this level if I didn't have to push through this nightmare. But Fortuna, power is not the measure of life. Becoming more powerful is not necessarily a synonym of progress. An existence which is not enjoyed is not much of an existence at all. Oh, I know, but I didn't have a say in this. So I better believe that it's been for something. Yeah, I understand. And what about the behemoth you summoned? What? Fortuna? It was me who taught you the forbidden song. Of course I was going to notice. I was desperate. I know, don't worry. You did nothing wrong. I taught you that spell for a reason. It would be twisted to teach you something that you weren't meant to use. You knew that I'd eventually summon Behemoth. I wanted you to have the option. The option to break the magical pact. Yes. You see, laws are just an agreement between members of a community. Have some broad guidelines about what is correct and what not. But hardly any law survives every context. Plus, to be frank, most of us are shoved into a system of rules we haven't previously agreed upon. I hear you. In this case, it saved my life. I knew that this day would come, that the moment you used the forbidden song, you became a fully fledged witch. You are no longer my apprentice, and I am no longer your master. It makes me feel kinda sad. Me too, but now we can relax because we can become something better than mentor and mentee. Now we can be friends and I can rely on you. We can rely on each other. It's gonna be weird to treat you like I treat my friends. I'm starting to regret this. Fortuna, I'm proud of you. You're gonna make me cry. Would we have thought that praise is what we finally break through your armor? Whatever, it's been a difficult couple of centuries. I know, my friends, I know. Speaking of surprises, what's this about you getting into politics? What damage? To the coven. I don't know. I want to rob her of something. She deprived of me so much. It'll never be enough. I'm not sure if that's going to get you any closure, but I guess it's good that you might get some hatred out of your system. Can I help in any way? Can you vouch for us amongst the academics? Gladly. Thank you so much. Now, I can't wait anymore. Legend is spreading fast within the coven. I want to see your new deck. No. Please, no, I don't want to experience it. Oh, and what might that be? Adena's corpse visited me not too long ago and explained why she sent me to exile. She realized it before any of us that what I was doing is not fortune-telling. It's not reading into the unknown, I'm writing it. I can modify not only the future, but everything that didn't happen in the past. I can basically alter reality. Adena has always been quite perceptive. I'm ashamed that I didn't notice it before, being the closest to you in your magical development. I could have guided you better should we have known about this earlier. You taught me perfectly. Plus, I was happier before learning that my powers actually entail. Oh, so your protection about the fall of the coven? Yes, I doomed us all. I see. I guess that's in part why I got into politics, in hopes there's a way to minimize the damage. Knowing that, do you still want to subject yourself to my new deck? Yes. Oh, it's my responsibility. I brought you up. Just be mindful of what you ask. I do interpret the cards, but I don't control what card I'll draw. Very well. Okay, deep breaths. What future do you want to alter? Not the future. If I understood you properly, we can work everything that didn't happen, right? Alright, I can't erase anything, but I can sue in new realities, especially around times where our collective memories are fuzzy. Times in which nothing of worth seem to happen. I understand. Naruto, then I want you to write us a happy memory and an important lesson. Oh, that's unexpected. Well, what is this about? Regret? Disappointment? I did so much thinking when Adena took you away from me, and I feel like I should have been less strict and put more time into enjoying ourselves. Now you're telling me the power to fix that, so let's see if you can turn me into a better mentor, even retroactively. Wow, okay. Focus on your pride and your compassion while I shuffle my deck. You taught me another forbidden spell to siphon magic from any witch who visited my dominion. You confided me in a way to summon the strength of your familiar, the opaline squirrel, as a conduit to channel the 4 elements at the same time. Oh. I wonder if that could be heard. Give me a second. Okay. I guess this? Alright, how come you didn't summon her yet? Well, I guess I didn't have the chance to put it to good use. I confess I didn't care much about elemental energies during my exile. Come again? But the 4 elements are everything. I know. I have an idea. Now that I'm seeing your deck in action, I noticed the cards are composed of spheres, arcana, and energy symbols, correct? That's it. Good eye. Very well. I shall summon my familiar in a way that'll be useful to your new craft. Here. Channel the 4 at the same time, so it may prove a powerful combination with just about any arcana. I'm looking forward to creating a card with it. Thank you so much, Yunya. My pleasure! The Holy Dance. One of my fondest memories with you is when you accompanied me to Earth to visit my birthplace, and we ended up having too many cocktails in Barcelona. Oh, I remember how your ears went wild the first time. I baked you a margarita pizza. My ears? Ha 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 ha. Yeah. It was during the first months of my training. I was getting used to my ascension, and I wanted to do something to thank you for taking me in. I asked if you liked the pizza, and you were like, "What's a pizza?" Exactly. I couldn't believe that in all your years of immortal existence you hadn't heard of pizza at all. Well, it's not like you had any knowledge of deerfolk gastronomy. I know, but by that time I couldn't process existence without pizza. So I went and made you one, the simplest. As I remember it, my mouth's beginning water again. And when you put your first hand in your mouth, your eyes went wide open, your ears started going up and down uncontrollably. Now I need pizza. It's been centuries since I had one. Next time I visit you, get ready to make some pizza, Fortuna. Sure, it's a promise. This is so strange. I know you just wrote that with your cards, but I remember it so vividly, so many details. The smells, the temperatures, so many sensations. Yeah, me too. It's uncanny. Uncanny. I immediately embrace this new reality. It's not an illusion after all. We really lived through that. It actually happened. This is incredible. Thank you for creating such a valuable memory for us. Anyway, what do you think of my true talents? I understand why Adena was scared enough to deprive you of your old deck. But I'm not scared at all because I know you. Adena didn't. She made a grave mistake. If Adena had told you the truth, you would have treated your newfound power with care. I have no doubt about it. But sentence you to a millennium of exile, that's dangerous. You could have gone insane, and I don't even know what to think about a mad witch with the power to alter reality. I'm so glad I taught you the song to summon a Brahmer. Wait, you know a Brahmer? Not personally, but my mentor did. She taught me the forbidden song and told me tales about a Brahmer, but I never got to use the spell myself. My mentor was a Sumerian witch, master of shapeshifting, Naruto. She was one of the founders of our coven. Apparently they had to spell a Brahmer because one of the sisters made a pact that endangered the fabric of time itself. My memories rarely talk about the incident because it brought her our memories and tainted her transformations. But they had to erase their sister out of existence. And chained a Brahmer back into the forbidden song. I can't speak. I know a Brahmer isn't happy about that. I'm sure, and my mentor felt quite sorry for everything, but what they could do, the price was too high. To any case, my mentor spoke fondly about their time with a Brahmer. I'm kind of sad I never got to summon him myself. How are you liking him? He's a good guy. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad you found such a good ally. It's rare to hear you talk so fondly about anybody. I guess that extra-dimensional beings are my weak spot. Listen, I want you to have something. I believe my dominion may breathe very powerful sphere for your creations. The four elements converge there, after all. Naruto. Whoa, this is going to come in handy, alright. Plus, it's very nice to have a card that represents the place I grew as a witch. Aw, Fortuna. Thank you, Yuinya. Okay, tea time is over. Now focus on your campaign. Change the world, my child. Yes, come back soon. What can we get done? Ah, Kaya. Oh, both of you are here. Should I not be worried about Capresso? That included literally trimming some of Capresso's branches, destroying many years of records. We haven't been able to discover what incident was about. Is physically unable to recall about it, but just revealing the fact that she probably colluded in the destruction of these records may be enough to spark some unrest among her followers. We could use this debate to throw her off her game. We'll see. Well, how is Capressa doing in the coven? She's not much of a concern. Actually, I can't entirely trust this novice. Okay. Actually... Penitent one! I remember that from Blasphemous. Penitent one! Go for this guy. Penitent one! Oh yeah, I done goofed. We'll go for that. Support, success, communication. Holy crap. Okay. I don't think I've got much. Yeah, we stuck the majority of it. These witches have been for milking the cosmos, be it gardening, okay? Producers and academics have an almost symbiotic relationship. Producers fun, okay. Relevance. Open your eyes, don't leave us, please. Huh? Final chapter. Reality check. Fortuna, come back to us. Oh, what happened? What were you thinking walking into the ocean like that? I drowned? Were you trying to kill yourself? What's all this about becoming a witch? Back off a bit, Patrice. She's probably going through some kind of crisis. It's alright, Fortuna. We're here with you. What? Everything's alright. You're safe. You're safe. We're your friends. Seriously, what the F is going on? You're still in shock. We'll take you home, make you a warm drink, and talk through this, okay? Don't do this to me. Fortuna, alright? Okay. An elevator. What's going on? We should get back to the asteroid, Patrice. What? Oh no, she's lost it. Forever, Ava. Deep breaths, everyone. Oh no, did I travel back in time? Oh, come on. No, sweetheart, you haven't traveled back in time. Where do you think you come from? Outer space, centuries into the future? And how is that possible? I'm a witch. Stop it! Don't enable her fantasies, Eva. It's not fantasy. You're a witch too. Wake up, Patrice. You're a space journalist. You founded the Cosmic Gazette. Oh no, for the love of... What are you saying, Fortuna? Okay, let's not panic. This will pass. It's just some kind of stress-related crisis. I believe we'll be able to better help her if we ask about her predicament. I'm sure there must be some truth hidden in the witch fantasy. Are you sure? It's worth a shot. Okay, you take the lead. This is too much for me. Fortuna, can you tell us more about your witch coven from outer space? Sure. We're about 100 witches. Our coven is one of the most respected in the magic community. And just recently, our leader died, and we were in the process of electing a new one. Okay, tell me more about these elections. What the heck happened? I'm helping my friend Dahlia become the new leader. Oh, that's very cool. And what are your plans for the coven? To undo the damage our last leader caused. Oh wow! You must hate that person. Oh, why did you say that? I'm just trying to help you. Fortuna! Wake up! They're messing with you! Oh. A Brummer. Fortuna! That's a new face. What happened? I found you eyes rolled back, mumbling to yourself. I was trapped in some kind of illusion. Somehow tried to make me believe I'm not a witch, that it was all a delusion from before I ascended. Oh crap, they kept asking about the political race. Did you disclose any sensitive information? I kinda told them I was planning on undoing everything Adena did. Oh well, it's bold, but perfectly legit, I'd say. I guess so. Very well. Crisis avoided. I'll get back to doing my thing. Stay strong, we're almost at the finish line. He's my homie, man. Fantastic news. Yunya has been vouching for you, and the nepotism is powerful in our system apparently. Thank your mentor for me. Capressa's been moving. I don't know if she's calling in some favors or what, but the old guard has suddenly disappointed her. We should do something about it. Hey, I did some digging. I found nothing. Witches are starting to get a bit paranoid with the tension of the race. Maybe we should let up digging dirt for a while. Or not, your call. Nice! Okay. 100% of the warriors, but I'm far. So I've got a lot of the novices. I've got some of the explorers. You could sway them just out of sympathy. Who's coming? Got the novices, producers, explorers. So producers are academic. Producers are the most underappreciated ones. Explorers, what can we do about explorers? Discover new sources, inform us about our galaxy. They're usually too busy to mess with politics, so anything goes for them as long as it doesn't hinder their endeavors. They're pretty easy. Throw them a bone here and there, and they'll support us, although the same goes for other parties too. What kind of card can we make? Not many. Actually, I don't want. Nothing we can do for now. You're back. Thank you. We'll try to get the producers on our side. Let me read about them again, because I keep forgetting. My gut tells me that since she is kind of in a sense a producer, it might go well. What can we make with this? Full of air. All good. A hurricane of air will stir luck and call for the unexpected. I'm pretty proud of my deck, if I say so myself. We're doing good. Oh, thank you for the follow. Man, the notification doesn't work. Hey, I hooked you up so that could help us. I'd rather have you handle She'll come here, I trust you. Her name is Menika, head of the Explorers! That's not a real position in the Coven, it's an honorific title she got from the rest of the Explorers, which may be even more important than an official designation. More often than not, Menika roams the outer edges of the planet unknown universe, mapping every star on the planet. She has developed a shape-shifting orrery that keeps track of any changes and to any astral body that the Coven charted in real time. Just recently, Menika came back to the Coven because of the elections. If we can get her on her side, and win the confidence of every explorer, which in the Coven. Overflowing with hurt energy. Quest is none of the elements, but the intersections between them. Quest is transitory in nature. The search for knowledge, the call for adventure, the never-ending journey. When infused with energy, this quality of the arcana varies widely. Hereby, I present a detailed list of potential states of quest. Air, guidance, illumination, discovery. Quest in water, introspection, isolation, and wisdom. Quest in earth, determination, trust, rightfulness. quest and fire, deception, the occult, unknown. The elements determine the nature and the direction of a journey, which can flow inwards and outwards, and can be outright. Oh, I've been playing this for a long time. Arcana community, by which community can be correlated with air, and it is more intense when combined with it, but it offers a richer variety of meanings depending on the function of energy linked to it. Community isn't context per se, but the identity and volition of a group of individuals, culture, principles, expectations. When infused with energy, this quality of the arcana varies substantially. Hereby, I present a detailed list of potential states of community. Community and air, justice, karma, and retribution. Community and water, communication, peace, and temperance. Community and earth, support, success, and endorsement. Community and fire, judgment, decision, crisis. The elements determine in the behavior of a group. They can be benevolent or harsh. A community can provide if one's accepted, or it can deprive if one's rejected. Excerpt of Whispers Arcana Desire by Witch Edena. One would link desire to water for obvious reasons, but in my studies I have discovered that this quality of arcana is so volatile, its meanings explode in almost diametrically opposed directions. Desire can manifest in pain, if not having, or in anticipation of sweetness. The primordial directive that puts every sentient in motion, the origin of civilizations, the spark of war. When infused with energy, this quality of arcana varies dramatically. Hereby, I present a detailed list of the potential states of desire. Desire in air, temptation and corruption. Knowledge. Desire in water, yearning, passion, and friendship. Desire in earth, motivation, happiness, and fulfillment. Desire in fire, rejection, hatred, and a bad omen. The elements determine the inner desire of, as I mentioned, this is a volatile quality and can be easily spun from the love into hate, from a blessing into a curse. Nobody is here yet. You're back. Many witches are reconsidering the stance of the art policy. We shouldn't let our scare tactics spiral out of control. I meant, Oracle Witchers. They're quite the reserved lot. They're totally pissed that you're letting another witch take the reins. They believe it should be you running. Ahem, told you so. I managed to snatch some votes in any case. Getting intense. Dear Sister Fortuna, my name is Mineka. I am one of the explorer witches of our coven. I am meeting with the members to assess the best prospect of our projects, the continued research of this cosmos, and of course, the well-being of all of our sisters. Let's go. Well, isn't that nifty? Oh, cool. Whoa! Oh, nice to meet you. Likewise, it's an honor to meet with the head of the Explorers. I'm no head of anything, dear. The rest of the Explorers like to call me that, but it's just an affectionate way of calling me old. Aha, I know, many witches hold you in great esteem, not only Explorers. Well, I mentored a lot of them. I understand the daughterly love. But there's no such thing as a head leader or chief of Explorers. In any case, I'm sure you have a lot of pull among them. I won't deny that my word carries more weight than I'd like, but that's not something I sought out. I'd never brandish that love as a tool for command. Anyway, enough about me. I've always wanted to meet you. Did you know I was planning on paying you a visit before you were exiled? Oh yeah? At the time, we were looking for an oracle to help us design a plan to travel inside a black hole. Oh, whoa, I would have loved to be part of that. Well, unfortunately, that project was cancelled after we lost a young explorer to the black hole. The oracle was helping us at that time told us she wasn't dead, but transported to a different era, and that we'd probably never see her again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe with you on our side would have gone differently. We'll never know, I guess. Look at me talking to myself again. I'm so sorry. Let's focus on the present, or you could have me telling war stories until the end of the race. It's quite alright. So, you're visiting every candidate. It's getting harder and harder. I'm not just visiting the candidates, but also their advisors and other team members. And I just love you all too much. The future is going to be bright no matter who wins. I know, it must be hard on you. You, Jasmine, and Dahlia are pretty close, right? My true family, I'd say. I hope this race makes you even closer after the dust settles. Yeah, me too. I wish I could have enjoyed some quiet time with my loved ones before getting thrown back into witch society this hard. We rarely choose our struggles. Why don't you stay out of this race? Stay out of it if this race is hard on you. I should have, shouldn't I? But I guess I do care about the fate of this coven. That's why I have to make sure it's our program we move forward with. The clash of friendship and conviction. So tell me, is there a way I can count on your support? Ah, so blunt. That's a good sign. It's not that there's something specific you can do to get my vote, but yours is the only party with an oracle in. I'm curious about that, so if it's not rude to ask, I would like to experience through divination. Specifically how it may benefit the everlasting task. What do you have in mind? A simple request. Tell me about somewhere I haven't been. Not so simple considering you're famous for having been everywhere. Everywhere known, at least. I guess there's no harm in writing up a place for Menaka to find. Very well, I accept your challenge. It's not a challenge, my dear. Well, you're right, it is a challenge, fair enough. It's alright, I can deliver. Let's ask my deck for somewhere you haven't been. Somewhere? Okay, I'm starting to get excited. Hold tight to that excitement while I shuffle my deck, and connect with what you felt the first time you visited an uncharted place. What is with this card, man? Close to the black hole you last studied, you missed the remnants of a planet once mined by prairie titans. There's a naturally formed icosahedron the size of Everest in an orbit around Jupiter, between the 5th and 6th moon. There's a natural... That's impossible. Only one way to find out. Earth's solar system has been mapped in nauseam. I'm not going to find anything among the moons of the planets there. As I said, only one way to find out. Very well. I'll revisit your boring old solar system one more just for you. I hope it's worth my time. I'm sure it will be. And a naturally formed to top it off? I'll believe it when I see it. It's something else. I'm leaving immediately to explore. Can't wait to hear back from you. You can bet you will. Thank you so much for indulging me. It's hard to do when they've already been everywhere. They tried to seduce me towards strength, but I stayed strong. I even managed to get some of them to sympathize with our program. Alright, I think that is enough for today. Wow. 10 cycles left. Woo! I think I've got to fix a few things that are on my stream because I keep missing people that follow me. Anyway, alright, so that'll be it for today. If you haven't already, Saikayomo Fumo? Nihon? Okay. Well, hello there, Sakio Fumo. Nihongo o hanashimasu? Hanashimasu ka? No? Anyway. Unfortunately, I'm about to end stream. If you haven't already, please hit the follow button. I appreciate the support. And I will see. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you to any lurkers out there, and I'll see you on the next stream. Have a good one.